Greetings and Hotep. Now, I want to say that my topics trending in tarot has been around for about a year. However, I never turned it into a channel. My life was under heavy attack and my body was like sore. I could barely walk. Something severe was happening with my knees and my bladder. And I learned later that I was under attack by a coven, and they were in essence trying to kill me with black magic. And so I spent a lot of time praying, trying to figure out how to stay alive. And as a result, the Creator heard my prayers, my cries, and said, hey, do what I tell you to do and you'll make it through. So I did what the Creator told me to do, and I am alive with the help of many tarot readers. And I decided to make my channel a real thing. They went through my phone and took like my topics trending in tarot playlist, and they took a lot of my other information. I know personally only one other tarot reader. I know personally family members that allegedly started reading tarot after I started watching tarot. Back in 2008, when I was working on my master's degree, I think it's a dissertation when you're getting a PhD. What is the paper you write when you're getting your master's degree? It's either thesis. I think it's a thesis with your master's. And mine was, I had two. One was you don't need teeth to teach, and that's because I lost my teeth with the twin pregnancy as a vegetarian. I gave birth to two twins by forced C-section. Those children were taken into DCF custody. I requested a lotus birth, which is when you leave the placenta attached to the child and allow it to fall off naturally so that they can get all of their blood. Allegedly, doctors are stealing blood from babies with this early cord clamping. And you can Google Donna Young if you want to know more about lotus birth. That's my lotus birth advocate. And I was an activist at the time, and I had, kind of upset a lot of heavy hitters by filing complaints and speaking out against blatant racist things that were taking place in my community and the community at large. So I filed complaints against Jeb Bush, who was my mayor of Florida at the time, against my Attorney General, Charlie Crist, at the time. He went on to serve in other offices. And I went to Washington and I stumped up and down there filing complaints. I went to Tallahassee, and this was kind of a regular occurrence because they legally kidnapped my children in the 13th Judicial Circuit Court. And because the elected officials didn't want to deal with me, they allowed it. I think they thought that stealing my children would break my brain, and that that was their remedy to get rid of me. And I'm going through now where they're allowing people to steal from me in the probate court. And it's terrible. But what I understand when I walk outside and look in the sky is that I have not met a human being yet that can make a sun, a moon, separate sky from land, water from sky. And as a result of that, I depend wholeheartedly on the energy that created the earth I walk on, the air that I breathe. And there's many stories around about who's doing what and the Big Bang Theory. I was raised Christian. I grew up in Allen Temple African Methodist Episcopal Church in Tampa, Florida. Reverend Burroughs baptized me, and I just am still a Christian, even though the evolution of knowledge evolves. Christianity is still my first love, my first religion. And according to Dr. Ben, who I had the pleasure to meet in his home in New York, Terrace Garden Apartments, I think that's where I went and visited him. Mahogany Black took me to New York, and I'm not no longer friends with Mahogany. I think she scammed me out of a lot of money, helped my brother Anthony scam me out of a lot of money. I used to rent a room to her back in 2004.
This woman was in a car accident, and she used car accident
2004.
Car accident help connects you with
And
the best accident injury lawyers and private investigators to help you get the compensation you deserve.
I knew she changed her name from Angela something to Mahogany Black because she told me. And then when I asked her what happened, she embezzled, or it was a white collar crime, so it was enough money to be considered a white collar crime. So this is the introduction to topics trending in tarot. And I am going to cut this video and then go into the second video. So the topics trending in tarot, I am highlighting Ihavenocutcards tarot. I'm using my children's devices because I don't have any devices. Money is tight, and my children are very dependent on the internet. This is pretty much our only form of entertainment. Occasionally we get out into the world, and the things that resonate with me are what I'm highlighting in topics trending in tarot. So I'm cutting this off, and then I'm going to do a quick little snippet on topics trending in tarot.